We welcome you. This is episode number 9.
Episode number 18.
Episode 27.
Episode number 36.
Episode number 45.
Episode number 55.
Episode number 64.
Episode number 73. Episode number 82. Episode number 91. Welcome to the Obvious Podcast. This is episode number 100. Woo! I'm Sonny Macon, COO at ABC Florida East Coast, and I just want to say, if you're listening to us and you regularly listen to us, this episode really is meant to be seen. There's a lot of video, there's clips. It's a very, very special episode. It's our 100th episode, so make sure you get us on YouTube, and I think you'll get a lot out of this.
And I'm Peter Daiga, President and CEO at ABC Florida East Coast.
You are listening to the Obvious Podcast, where all opinions expressed are our own unless we say otherwise.
Love the show? We ask you to subscribe on any major podcast platform or watch us in action on YouTube. Follow the Obvious Podcast on Instagram, X, and Truth Social, and now on TikTok. All the links you need are in the show notes. Reach out to us anytime at theobvious@abceastflorida.com. And if you're enjoying the ride, help others find us by leaving a review wherever you listen. I said that at least 100 times. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And happy 100th episode.
Happy 100th episode. What? I mean, I'm speechless. I am shocked that we ended up with 100 episodes. If you're watching us, and I hope you are, our background is completely different. We are in one of our labs in our headquarters. This is the electrical lab. The red you see is in honor of our sponsor, the campus sponsor, Milwaukee Tools. I kind of like this background.
It's a great background. I agree with you. So
Yeah.
I guess we're going to maybe spin around the camera at some point during this episode. You can see
They'll be able
the
to see it.
actual electrical lab that we're sitting in at our one of our flagship campuses here in Coconut Creek. So
Yep. So
different
100
backgrounds,
episodes.
but
Yeah,
same
different
show.
background, but the same show.
But 100 episodes, almost 2 years.
Our first episode ran on, Mr. Producer just showed it to me, August 8th, 2024.
Hard to believe.
Right?
Yep.
So it's obviously a time of reflection. There's a lot of things we want to share with you, and we want to kind of talk about how we ended up with 100 episodes of a show that we thought, nobody would watch or listen to. But we wanted to. Obviously, that's why we did it, right? Like the whole idea is you want whatever you put out there to have an impact, right? To make a difference. And we didn't want to check a box that said, oh, yeah, we have a podcast. Like, if 2 people listen to it, and it's, our own family, what's the point, right?
I think from the onset, we understood that having a podcast was not just a different way of communicating with our membership.
Correct.
Because it's, quite frankly, it's not the most cost-effective way when there's plenty of ways to communicate with your membership.
Right.
We always saw it and still see it as much more than that, reaching a broader base, growing the ABC mission and understanding of it and appreciation for who ABC is.
Well, I'm gonna take it to the next level from what you just said, right? So ABC is very much a values-driven organization. I think one of the best ways you can sort of expand the values that it stands for is this medium, right? Because it allows us to talk about the values
Absolutely.
regularly, consistently, and to have an expanded audience listen to the values, especially now, because you see everything that's happening in politics. The mayor of New York. You're looking at a lot of this, like, Democrats are really kind of shocked by the rise of socialism in their party. And you see,
Shocking.
you see that happen, and you're just like, we feel like this medium, this show really serves as a way to sort of grow and expand the values of ABC. So we talk to our members in all sorts of ways and all the time, but we really wanted to expand our audience for the values, because I think the values of the organization are American values, and they're the values that have made this country great.
And that need to be spread far and wide.
That need to be spread far and wide because opposing ideas are constantly in battle.
Yeah.
They're coming after our ideas.
So what are those values, Sonny? What is that mission?
Number
Who
one,
are we?
Who are we? That's a great question. I think the number one value that we represent, which I think has sort of been the fundamental reason why America has been successful in the way America has been, is meritocracy.
Meritocracy.
You cannot divorce meritocracy from America's success, and you cannot divorce meritocracy from ABC's success.
And the American dream.
And the American dream, right?
Which, by the way, is very closely associated and tied with our industry and our members in my book, in my opinion.
I mean, our members come from all over the world, right? They come to America. They work in an industry that is not an easy industry to work in. You have to work very hard. You have to be very smart. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to analyze, evaluate, make decisions quickly, right? Build something that is going to stand the test of time and contribute.
Perfect marriage.
It's a perfect marriage.
Our industry and ABC and what we stand for. And, hard work is what has always kind of gotten people ahead in this country.
Right.
Dedication and meritocracy, as you said. So in any event, it's a great marriage. That's what we've tried to grow that reach, if you will. And we always saw it, I think, as more than just another way of communicating. Because, and we're going to get into some of those things, I think, when you focus just on the one, you may have nobody listening.
Right.
So,
and really, somebody has to propagate and advocate for the values that have made this country great. And there's a lot of opposing voices. Why should our voice take a back seat?
Right. So, do we have a video clip? Is that what? All right, let's do it. We're going to have a few of these through the course. So, anyway, thanks for being with us.
Hey everyone, my name is Sonny. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of ABC, Associated Builders and Contractors, Florida East Coast Chapter.
I'm Peter Daiga. I'm the President and CEO, and excited to be part of this new project at the Florida East Coast Chapter.
Absolutely. We want to welcome you to our very first inaugural episode of our new podcast, The Obvious Podcast.
This podcast, unless otherwise stated, all the opinions and content reflects our own opinions and the opinions of our guests. So, shall we get started?
Peter, let's get started. Why are we hosting a podcast?
Wow, why are we hosting a podcast? Well, we think obviously this medium, I think, is hot, right? It's the way the modern consumer, I think, consumes news and material and whatnot. So we hope to talk about, as the title of the show, I think, references, obvious things. Which I think ABC is oftentimes about obvious things, we think.
Wow. Can you believe?
I hope I don't contradict myself. So anyway, I think our production values have gone up.
I can't believe how dark that. We're like, where's the lighting?
It's great. I love it.
Wow.
I think you've got skinnier and I got fatter.
That's not true. Thank God that we both kept our hair in 2 years, right? I do want to reference the name. I feel like, when we have this conversation about values, you and I kind of grew up in a world where we thought those values were obvious, right? Like the idea that this is what defines ABC, this is what defines America, and everybody knows it. I think we no longer live in that world where the things that we fight for personally, individually, as an organization, they are not obvious, especially to the younger generation, I think. And so they have to be articulated. I had a professor in grad school say, the only way you're going to build culture is through repetition. And I never forgot that line. And so we have to be constantly repeating why we believe what we believe.
Yeah, that's a great quote. And if you think about it, you can now understand a little better why we find ourselves where we find ourselves, because we've been repeating a lot of the bad stuff for a long time.
Absolutely.
So unfortunately. So one of the things we wanted to talk about, because that was episode 1 and we're in 100, is a little bit about, that milestone and what it actually represents.
What was episode 1? Was that Mr. Producer, was that an interview? That was an interview, right? Yeah.
George,
we had a board member.
Yep.
That was our wow. That was episode 1. I still remember that interview.
So anyway, Mr. Producer pulled together some great data for us, which I love data. So by the way, back to the obvious. I think too that, and I hope we do, and I hope the next 100 episodes we do it more.
Yeah.
Which is spend some time explaining how we get to the obvious, the reasoning.
Yeah.
Because that's what's missing, I think, so much in our culture today,
absolutely.
the ability to reason through problems, issues, difficulties. So we kind of start with the premise of the obvious. But, you have to sometimes reason, right, to get there. So
I'm going to
on that.
I think we've done that on the show, but I just want to make that point and just say what you said a little differently. So you're known in this organization as Mr. Data, right? Like you want to see data. I think one of the biggest areas where we fall as a society is we are failing to extrapolate the right conclusions from the data.
Absolutely.
Right? So,
absolutely.
And I'm just saying what you just said, like the reasoning behind it, right? So
they still do those. I remember and this was a long time ago, when I was in school, they used to have those, they'd give you a sentence and they'd say fact or fiction, or fact or opinion, or, and we just don't have that ability anymore, it seems.
We
like.
don't.
So, in any event, Mr. Producer, from 1 episode to 100, what does 100 mean? So we're told there are about 4.7 million podcasts worldwide.
Wow.
So we're one of 4.7 million.
That's amazing.
Only 13%, still a lot then, right? So 13% would be somewhere around 500,000, I think, have published an episode within the last quarter, 90 days.
Wow.
And the vast majority of podcasts eventually stop producing new episodes. So we have kind of worked our way into rare territory. So, right?
Yeah.
So reaching 100 episodes is rare. According to the data we've been given, only about 11% of all podcasts ever reach 50 episodes, which we did a year ago.
That was amazing.
So, and fewer than 7%, which is the group we find ourselves in, ever make it to 100 episodes. So we're in the top 7% of all. Just we're not saying anything about the quality. We think we're in the top 1% for quality, but in terms of quantity, we're in the top 7%. So.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. So I want to ask you a question. I mean, obviously, we've made it to 100 episodes, and Mr. Producer tells me we have never missed a week since we started. That's amazing.
Yep, that's in front of us too. Never missed a Friday publication since launching on August 8th. So you all can be assured that every and if you've ever been like I have, up late on Thursday night, you might find it, being noticed shortly after midnight, I think. So,
the episodes get released.
Certainly by the time you get to the office Friday morning, you're going to find a new Obvious podcast from Sonny.
So I have the obvious. I have the podcast, Apple Podcast in my car, the app. And so on Friday morning when I come to the office, I hit it and our episode just starts on its own. I don't need to do anything. I don't have to go look for it.
Yeah.
It just shows up. And
you too can do that. So, Sonny, did you know that we had 10,500 audio downloads of the podcast?
I did not know that.
We have 12,200 YouTube views.
Wow.
12,200 just in 2 years for a total of 27 hours watched.
No, 2,700 hours.
2,700, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
2,700 hours watched. Now keep in mind, we're a 20-minute podcast. That's 2,700 hours watched on YouTube.
Wow.
So
amazing.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you ever think we could sit down, and sometimes literally we sit down.
So I think that's, because we get in private meetings and privately, people ask us all the time, like, how do you come up with the topics? How do you do show prep? So I think the thing that I wanted to share with the audience that we do no show prep. And
does it show?
Probably. And I think it's a compliment
most
to your, I mean, 90% we haven't done any show prep. There's no notes, there's no outline. You and I just kind of, and I really want to congratulate you because I feel like this is such a testament to your depth and breadth of knowledge. Because I will come to you and I'll say, as we're sitting at this table,
I got a lot of opinions.
Cameras are rolling. I'm like, Peter, you want to talk about this? And you're like, yeah, sure. And so, and we have a conversation, and I think that's what our audience likes because it's so unrehearsed. And I
think so.
I think it's just it's a natural.
And we'll get into a little bit some of the feedback we've gotten, which is really inspires us. So, but one of the things we had another clip we wanted to show you. During our first 100 episodes, we've had 18 guests. So about 18% of the time, we've had a guest on this show, and we want to roll a clip for you.
We're just insulated by,
That is, in fact, a real background behind me. I'm standing on the east lawn of the United States Capitol Complex.
Looks beautiful.
So that's the Capitol Dome.
Well, I'm the Director of Development at ABC Cares Foundation, and that's become an all-encompassing role, but primarily it is to go out there and talk about the good works of the foundation.
Because of that reputation, when the opening became available, I was very interested in learning more and working for government relations for this chapter.
QR codes on the job sites, as well as empowering safety officers to be able to hand out sheets and kind of information overviews.
Office industrial has always been a very core to us. Office here recently has been not quite so big a part of our business, but we've had some work in multifamily, hospitality, retail.
The things that I just am amazed when I talk to our members, particularly those who do the hard work on the ground, but also the project management and the financing people, they drive by afterwards at night and look up at those buildings or look in that city and know that they did something.
It has been an honor to participate, and both of you and your leadership has really set the example for how all of us need to move forward.
So this is where we, the distributor, the designer, the architect, the contractor, anybody who's looking at product comes to review product and make decisions.
A group of like-minded individuals who also shared that passion for getting people educated, for mentoring people.
This is the concept, and I was talking to somebody about it yesterday. One thing is to give a man a fish. The other thing is to teach the man to fish. And that's what you are doing.
The money, the state had the money for the apprenticeship program. The problem was the money was not flowing down to where it needed to be, to the actual providers. Yep. So it was a huge legislative win.
I'm a huge fan of ABC. As a matter of fact, I'm becoming a member now. And awesome. and I do that because,
that's spectacular.
No, absolutely.
We appreciate that feedback, and that's exactly what we love to hear. We are a relationship-driven organization, and we always have the client in front of any decision that we make within Synovus Bank.
Investing in our future and investing in apprenticeships, making sure that the next generation is properly educated and that they see the value in having a career in this amazing field.
And the opportunities it's going to bring, right, for employees and for people to be able to have better employment. It's just, I really do appreciate so much what you guys do and what you're bringing to the city of Hialeah.
Elevating people, giving them the tools that they need in order to make their lives better and in turn their families' lives better and their children, right? So it's generational. So what you do is so important, and I'm thankful for it.
If we have a really niche thing that we need and we don't have anybody in our network, we may reach out to people on social media. That is certainly one of the strategies that we do, and social media makes that easy. I mean, I think social media is generally a terrible thing for this country. I mean,
so we've approached the Ways and Means chair to see if we can't incorporate this into a tax package. But even though there's no bill this session, it's so important that our members came up to Tallahassee and advocated for this, because something like this doesn't change.
Can you believe that list?
I was impressed. That was a great roll, by the way. Clips of all the folks. 18 different guests. We don't need to go through them because you saw a good number of them, but pretty much who's who in leadership in ABC and legislative leadership and
political leadership.
So, wow.
So we have a lot of...
feel like that much, but 200 episodes, that kind of puts it in perspective, doesn't it? How many episodes that is.
Yeah.
When you've had that many guests, and that's only, what did I say, 13 or 18% of our episodes?
Yeah, 18 guests. Well, we really had, 18 guests. 7 of them were from our dedication in Miami. So we've had 11 guests, as part of the regular show.
So I know we have some guests lined up.
Yep.
For our next 100.
Yep. We do.
Don't want to give anything away,
No.
but you're going to have some top-notch legislative leaders and guests,
political leaders
coming forward. Sonny, do you want to let the cat out of the bag and any that you'd like to have on here, or any thoughts? What kind of thought leaders or particular?
So I'm happy to announce this. Representative Meg Weinberger is going to be joining us as a guest on a future episode, and she's a huge supporter of our work in apprenticeship and just been an ally.
My guess is after the election, we'll invite some of the new leaders.
Yeah, we'll have some new leaders on board
in Congress or in the Florida legislature. So we'd love to have some of them on board. Within the next year, next 50 episodes, we'll probably have the grand opening of our newly built out flagship center. That'll happen sometime in the next 150 episodes or so.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll see in the next 50 episodes from there.
Yeah.
So, and again, hopefully we'll get a chance. Mr. Producer will take the camera around here and show you where we're at here in Coconut Creek.
I remember that episode we did with the CEO. I forget what she was the CEO of. Some Brendan Gill was questioning her. NPR. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Everything's racist and everybody's racist. And,
Interesting. So are we still getting those love notes on TikTok? Yeah. Oh, yes, kind of. Okay, we got to step up our game.
Yeah,
we're the love notes have dropped off a
We've
little
been
bit.
saying some less controversial things for TikTok. You know.
So, I had a thought and it escaped my mind, but.
All right. Well, while you look for that thought, we're gonna roll our next video.
Another video?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is just.
Hi, I'm Mayor Sarah Baxter, and I would like to congratulate Peter and Sonny for reaching 100 episodes on their podcast. Congratulations.
Meg Weinberger, State Representative for Western Palm Beach County in District 94. 100 podcasts coming up. What a great feat, and I want to congratulate you on that. Maybe someday I'll be able to be on the podcast, but until then, congratulations and many more.
This is State Representative Tom Fabrizio from the Florida House of Representatives, District 110. I represent Hialeah and Miami Lakes. I'm here at the ABC graduation, and I want to congratulate Sonny and Peter on your 100th podcast episode. That's huge, 100. Keep it going. We want to see 100 more.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Sonny. Representative David Borrero here, congratulating you on 100 episodes for the Obvious Podcast. What a milestone. Congratulations. South Florida is really lucky to have two amazing individuals who I know work tirelessly to advocate for the construction industry in South Florida and be a voice for so many here in the industry. Congratulations. Very proud of you. Here's to 100 more.
Wow, I'm humbled. That was really special.
Wow, well done,
Mr.
guys.
Producer.
Yeah, well done. That was
John, TJ. I'm sure you had a hand in pulling those together as well. So that was very nice. Very nice. All right.
Yeah, I'm never speechless, and I'm like, thank you for your. I mean, these are great leaders. They're huge supporters of the work we do every day. I mean, our whole team.
And quite frankly, huge supporters of ABC's mission.
Yeah. Exactly.
And what we're about. So, in any event, thank you for all you do for the Merit Shop and for meritocracy and free markets. So,
and I think that legacy that this organization has, this organization, this is its 58th year, right?
Yep, the chapter.
The chapter's 58th year. I know I say this in almost every episode. We're the largest provider of apprenticeship education in the state of Florida. Our apprenticeship institute is in its 51st year. And that legacy, these are the leaders that we support. These are the leaders that support us. And the legacy of meritocracy and free markets and capitalism that have made America and the American dream possible is represented in leaders like this. And I'm grateful for their support. I'm grateful for what they stand for.
Absolutely.
And the values that they fight for in Tallahassee. And
looking forward to having many of them as guests. Again, our leadership is constantly changing as well, and so we'll be introducing you to some of our new leaders in the next.
And David Borrero, special shout out to him. He was a sponsor on our appropriations.
Yeah,
which thanks to our incredible team, TJ, John, Nick Iorosi, the team at Capital City. We were. Special thanks to the governor. We
There's going to be no apprenticeship facility like this, I think, anywhere in the state.
Yeah.
So when it's done and when we're done investing in it.
We're just grateful for the support that, we have received, the successful appropriations that happened this year, the Peacock grant leading the state by almost 50% from the number 2 spot.
Yeah.
Knowing that this organization and everybody who works here, not just us, but everybody who works here, does such incredible work. And then it's supported by thought leaders and political leaders. And
the one thing we haven't done, Sonny, and maybe I'm throwing this out as a challenge, is so we've kind of alluded to just in this podcast, this episode alone, the political and government affairs leadership and the workforce development and placement leadership.
Yep.
The one leg of the stool, which is the networking business development, we haven't really touched on. And I don't know that we've done this, but I'd like us to maybe we do a podcast, air or tape an episode from an event. At some point in the future where we can talk to
like we did for the dedication of the Hialeah building. That's a great idea.
Anyway, it's a lot of exciting things for you to look forward to as well as us, I think, in the next 100.
Yeah.
So I got my thought back.
Okay.
Which I think was when we were talking about future guests, because I'm very excited about, again, the legislative and congressional leaders as well as our association leaders and whatnot. But, I'm thinking for the next 100 episodes, the great things we can do, the interviews we can have to top the first 18 we had and the first 100 episodes. Maybe some of our students, maybe some of our instructors as guests, moving forward. Maybe our GC on our project down in Hialeah. Anyway, I'm a lot of different ideas running through my head right now.
No, so, I know.
Lots to look forward to.
We are going to show you another video because Mr. Producer is going crazy with his hand gestures behind the camera. A lot of you have asked who he is. It's going to remain a secret. We will not be revealing Mr. Producer's name anytime soon. So you'll have to just hope that one of us slips up and you'll find out. Or he'll reveal it because when he goes to conferences, he's openly telling people that who he is, which they're telling him.
Oh, they're telling him.
Anyway, let's see what this
That's
this
an
video
encouragement
is.
to go to an ABC conference.
Yeah, if you want to actually meet him, right?
And I call on every American to pray and wish. If you're not the praying type, do your yoga chant or whatever you got to do to wish for success in this campaign. Swift success and long-term peace.
Yoga chant. That is my favorite. One of my favorite movements of the show. So pray to whoever you want to pray to. Say your yoga chants. That was great. I was not, one of the things I think that benefits our show is because we do no show prep and we just have a conversation. We say, things just are said that we react to that make us laugh, and
that speaks to our relationship too. I think
absolutely.
So I would be hard pressed to try to figure out a favorite moment. I think the favorite moments for me are, I think the spontaneity, the impromptu-ness of it all, the laughter. A lot of that is those called outtakes or whatever, before the show's recording or after. But
I know we were in the 90s and I was still screwing up the intro, and you're just like day one jitters or something, right? So Mr. Producer made this point. Apparently, for 2 years, we used to say the opinions expressed are our own unless stated otherwise. And then apparently after episode 90, we changed it.
We did, and we didn't notice?
Hey, I do want to say thank you to all the military families, who have sacrificed their loved one for this country. I mean, this is official. This is not our opinion.
Thanks to you.
This is our opinion, but this is also the organization's opinion. We are grateful for the sacrifice, and we're grateful for what your loved one has done to
and
make
this weekend for one small moment.
All right, so it took 90 episodes to get to that point. I do want to read something from you, or did you want to read this?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mr. Producer remains anonymous, gave me this paper, and he said it's a reflection from Mr. Producer. So I'm just going to read it to you. It's not long, and it's very sweet, but don't let that go to your head. When I started working at ABC, Sonny told me he wanted to do a podcast. I asked if the project's timeline was long-term or mid-term. He told me he wanted it now. My first thought was he has no idea what he's getting into. A podcast requires a time commitment that two busy executives who lead 3 organizations and have a heavy travel schedule cannot honor. Well, I was wrong. Both Peter and Sonny committed to the podcast, and whenever their schedules conflicted, they made the necessary adjustments to record on time for our Friday release, 100 weeks in a row. And if that wasn't enough, people have accepted our content, and the show continues to grow. Producing this podcast has been both a professional and a personal experience that I will always cherish.
That's very nice thoughts. Thank you, Mr. Producer.
Thank you, Mr. Producer.
So, and his reflection reminded me of, there have been times when I've actually participated in the taping via Zoom, Teams meeting or something, from Costa Rica or God knows what.
I think there was one episode where we were both out of Florida.
That's right. You were in a hotel room.
I was in a hotel room somewhere.
So there have been times when we've had to do it outside of our normal studio in our boardroom in Coconut Creek or in kind of locations like this and other places over the last 100 episodes. But in any event,
it's been a great honor to sort of be a part of your day and get to talk about the things that we value personally, what the organization values. And it's just been an incredible journey. I never imagined when I first talked to Mr. Producer about the show, I never imagined we'd be sitting here talking about it.
By the way, I can't imagine succeeding, much less enjoying the work I do, or any of us for that matter, if there wasn't some kind of alignment with the organizational mission and values. So I think, kind of as we start to wrap up or reach a conclusion, I think it's important to say that whether it's the two of us sitting at this table or whoever the future leaders are, staff, employees, you're not going to, I think, be as successful if you don't share
the values.
I think in those values and the mission of the organization. And I think that's in part what's made this podcast a success is because we are personally aligned with that mission, and so that we can talk about any host of issues and many times tie it, to the organization as well. So
this shows you really the importance of shared values, right?
Great point.
Because if you don't share the values, whether you're serving in executive leadership, you're serving on staff, you're serving as a board member, you're serving as a lay leader, if you don't share the values of the organization, you will not be happy.
Yep.
You just won't be, and nobody will be,
Agreed. Or be as successful. Organization if you don't share them. So,
exactly.
Mr. Producer had some very lofty reflections. Giving us dates for where episode 200, episode 500, episode 1000 would actually land us.
Right.
And if you're at all interested, if we double and make it to 200 episodes, that'll be on June 30th, 2028.
Wow.
500 episodes on March 31st, 2034. I'm not sure where I'll be, but maybe this obvious podcast will carry on. Episode 1000 will be October 30th, 2043. So, kind of fun to look forward to what the year that might be. But even the next 100 will be, because we know what an accomplishment that is.
I think 1,000, I'll probably be dead by then, but I definitely think 200 is definitely.
That's only 20 years from now.
That's only 20 years?
Less than 20 years.
Yeah. Well, it's men have a men have a shorter lifespan.
We could both be kicking it. I don't know. So are we?
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us for this very special 100th episode. Again, I'm sorry if you listen to it, but I would suggest you go and look at it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a much better video episode than an audio episode. But we will be back on our regularly scheduled programming starting.
Sharing personal opinions and controversial stuff next Friday. So in the meantime, if you want to send us a comment, you can email us at theobvious@abceastflorida.com. Until next Friday for 101 episode. Ciao.
Take care.